Users in NetSuite can create memorized transactions to help reduce data entry and to serve as useful reminders. Some examples of transactions that can be memorized include writing checks, entering purchase orders, entering bills, creating invoices, and making journal entries, among many others. You can visit the NetSuite Help Center to see a full list of available memorized transactions in NetSuite. In this video, we will focus on creating a memorized transaction for a journal entry. So coming into NetSuite here, we can see that I have a journal entry for a rent prepayment. Let's say we have a 1-year lease and plan to make this transaction monthly over the course of the next year. Memorizing this transaction can eliminate the need to go in and make the same entry every month. So coming into our demo environment here in NetSuite, first thing we do to create the memorized transaction is actually go in and edit the journal entry. See, all the information is already filled out. And if we come to the top here on the Actions drop-down, we can see the option to memorize. So we'll click in there. This will bring us to the memorized transaction page. Here, the first thing we'll do is create a name so we'll be able to identify this transaction in the future. And I'll just keep it simple here and just say rent prepayment. We next have the option for the system to remind us of this transaction before it posts, or for it to automatically post in the future. I'm going to keep it on Remind Me for now so we have full control over the posting. Next, we select the frequency in which we want this transaction to take place. Note we have all these options here, and even the ability to have a custom frequency set up. I'm going to stick with monthly, as this is a rent payment. Note at the bottom here, there's the option to allow posting in a locked period. This will only be accessible to users who have the override period restriction feature enabled on their account. There is also the ability to override the posting date if you don't want this transaction to take place on the date it was created. If you select this, then you next have to select a date for which you want this transaction to take place, and then the posting date as well. I'm going to keep this clear for now. The last options you have when creating the memorized transaction is for the system to remind us of this transaction forever, so it happens indefinitely. Or you can select a select number of times that you want this transaction to take place. So I said this is a 12-month lease. We've already posted the first transaction, so there'll be 11 more months remaining. We then have the ability to update the addresses and update the prices. This simply allows the system to have the most up-to-date information when this transaction takes place. Once we have everything we need here, we can go ahead and save it. And then we'll have a list here of all the memorized transactions that we create in our system. We can then go back in and edit the memorized transaction if we want to change it from Remind Me to automatically posting or any other changes. We can then actually drill down into the journal entry itself and make changes there as well. As I do have this action on a reminder, I'll quickly go back to the home dashboard and show you where this will show up. Under your reminders portlet, there'll be a notification whenever this transaction comes due, and the user will be prompted to drill right in here and able to post the transaction. Thank you for joining Suite Minutes with Sikich. I hope you found this video helpful. Thank you.